Hey y'all, this is MGTV Reactions, and today I am going to be reacting to Strong Mommy Chrissy telling Liv's life off. Okay, so basically, what happened was Strong Mommy Chrissy revealed to the world that she has gotten married. Okay, even we don't know nothing about the man or whatever. But she revealed that she got married, okay? And Olivia had some things to say about that. Basically, Liv kept on, she said, all she's worried about is my husband, my husband, my husband, my husband. And she has, hasn't even healed yet. And that she has too much going on, basically, and that, with 9 kids over there, nobody is really checking for Chrissy. That's basically what Liv was saying. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can get into it and listen to what Chrissy had to say. And I'm going to react on that. So just give me a moment. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get started now.
Say my 2 cents. I mind my business. I don't bother anybody. I keep my mouth shut. I don't watch anybody who I'm not interested in. I don't pay attention to people who I don't want to be friends with or cool with or whatever. Like I stay in my own lane. There's this one bitch on here who is just obsessed with my life for some reason and always has some shit to say when the bitches know better. It's like, girl, at the end of the day, you are no better. But it seems it's giving jealous. It's giving, I have a problem with you speaking on marriage. Because I said that I'm married and I have a husband. And she's like, oh, bitches on here. Bitches on here. Everybody talking about something. My husband, my husband, my husband. It can never be me. Right, bitch, it can never be you. Like, what the fuck? And then trying to act like you're not pressed for a man when everything.
So I just want to pause it right here and say, um, Liv is not one to speak on, she shouldn't really speak on somebody constantly speaking about having a man, a man, a man, a man, a man. When she's constantly talking about Joey, aka Casper. Didn't she just get on here talking about how he was supposed to be moving in and paying for AJ to go to daycare because he loves AJ so much? Why does she speak on that? Why is she constantly speaking on her previous marriage with a Gerard who has moved on with a whole nother woman and is married to her? So at that point, I understand what Chrissy is saying. And in that way, Liv isn't any better because they don't have anything else going on. Like, for them, the best news or the biggest news that they can announce is, oh, I got a man, or oh, I might be pregnant. It's either one of those things. Never anything more. Never, oh, I bought a house. Oh, I started a business. Oh, this, anything greater. Never.
Thing that I've heard has said quite the contrary. I don't judge you though. You want to do what you want to do, fine. You want to chase them and they don't want to answer the phone when you call and they don't want to be bothered with you and they curving you like a bad habit. That's you. That's your life journey. I'm not on that life path, but I've been there before, so I can relate. Like, I can relate. But the difference between her and I is I'm not out here looking to critique everything she does. I don't give a fuck what she does. And that's the thing. And I think that it's high time for her to get some business about herself. What I do over here should not matter to you enough. And another thing that pisses me off is that when I got sent a clip of her talking shit, but it's like every time she speaks about some shit that's in regards to me, it's such a huge hate. Like, you could hear.
Okay, so I just want to say, to piggyback off of that, why is it, if these women don't like each other, what's the point in keeping up with what they saying they got going on in their lives? Because for real, we all know that it's all lies. Liv's constantly lying about, this man, Joey, Kehlani's father, who's just this wonderful, magical man. She's constantly lying about that. Chrissy, I don't believe that she actually is married. I don't believe that she's married. And if she is married, I believe that it's not this great man that she is speaking about. I think Chrissy knows how to dress things up and make it look, look like something. I don't really think she's married though. But my whole thing is, why do they keep up with each other? And they don't like each other. Now, to be fair though, Liv does speak on other people first, and then they pretty much respond to her. I haven't seen anybody really go and speak on Liv first. But let's continue.
Hear the hate in her voice. Like, girl, you are the devil. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? Why are you so mad? I can't believe that all I do is live my life, and that really makes bitches uncomfortable. I'm not doing anything that nobody has not done or can't do for themselves. But yet it's always this problem. And honestly, it's always little slick shit that this bitch says that somebody will be like, oh, she mentioned this or whatever. She said something. And I don't ever think that it means something to respond to, because fuck.
Yeah, you're responding right now. So here goes an ad. I don't think that Liv is any better than Chrissy. At one point in time, Liv was, talking about the fact that Chrissy has so many baby daddies and she only had one baby daddy and Chrissy had too many kids and da 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 da. But then right after Liv and Gerard broke up, she went on to have two more children with two men who she wasn't in her life for a very long time. So she's not too much better in that regard at all. Liv, you got to think about it, and even though the baby daddies that Chrissy has, it doesn't appear that they're really involved in their children's life either. But that's something that Liv spoke on, and to me, oh gosh, let me pause it. Just want to pause it so I can finish what my sentence was. And excuse me, I have the sniffles, so sorry about that. However, yeah, I just feel like Liv definitely isn't any better than Chrissy. At one point in time, when she had her one baby daddy and she was married to Gerard, she was able to say those things because, yes, she had all of her children by the same man, and they were in fact married for a short time. But that was the case. But then after she left Gerard and she behaved the way that she didn't take any time to heal. From losing her husband to another woman. She didn't take any time to heal from that. And she also didn't take any time to heal from the fact that she lost custody of her children. That didn't stop her from procreating with these men who are non-existent now, which is the same exact thing that Chrissy has done. The only difference between the two is that Liv now has 5 kids and Chrissy has 9 kids, which is a huge difference. But still, who's to say that Liv is not going to continue to do the same thing? You get what I'm saying? So she's not any better than Chrissy, but let's continue.
Again, and I don't need that, right? But it's just like, at some point in time, when is enough enough? When are you going to be like, let me leave her alone? What I do over here, what I eat should not make you shit. This is me. I'm doing me over here. What's the problem? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly, I think it's, like I said, people on this app will be envious for no reason. I'm not doing anything special here. I'm just living my life. Sorry if that makes you agitated, but keep that shit to your motherfucking self. Don't nobody care about that. You know what I'm saying? And if you stop, chasing different people and actually do some work, you might find a husband. Somebody who actually wants to be with you, not somebody who wants to leave you, left you for dead. Okay? So we're talking about working on.
She said, if you do the work, you might actually find someone who actually wants to be with you and not leave you for dead. I have mixed feelings about that because, up until today, that she's claiming that she's married, we don't really know whether or not she's married. It's been the same thing for Chrissy, hopping from man to man, penis to penis, and they want your body, but they don't really want you. You have a lot of baggage. It's a lot going on. And eventually the men leave the situation. So to be fair, I don't think that either one of them are really healed in that regard. I mean, Chrissy just had a different man that she supposedly was with and that she supposedly was pregnant by. And that man is gone now and she's married to a different man, is the story that she's telling. So did she really take time to heal? Like, I feel like none of you women can talk about either person because y'all all have your own skeletons in your own closet and your own demons that y'all need to deal with at the end of the day.
Working on each other, working on ourselves, and not being focused on certain things. I don't know. Are you doing that? Because what I heard was very, very different. I heard that you were chasing dick. I heard that you were every other.
Okay, so she said that she heard that she was chasing dick. They all are chasing dick. They all are. Everything, every announcement that they make, it has something to do with a man or a baby. They're all chasing dick and trying to get somebody to settle down with them, and they haven't yet to find this man. I feel like the best thing for all of them to focus on is their children at the end of the day, and creating bigger and better goals than trying to obtain a man so that he can fill your void but that you have inside yourself. Like, they all doing the same thing, but then got the nerve to talk about each other.
The other week, actually, there's somebody new that you're trying to chase, but they want to talk about your healing. If you heal up under people, that's you. I've done it, right? But we're the same age. Matter of fact, I think you're a little bit older than me, right? So it's not abnormal to want to settle down with somebody and build a life with somebody. What's abnormal is continuously chasing men at the gym or in your apartment complex or whatever else you may be that at. That's your business. But what doesn't make sense is you to continuously do the same shit that you've done for the last 10 years.
Here's my thing. Why do these talking about chasing men while we're on that topic? The real question is, why chase men but you're not chasing, after somebody within the legal system to get your children back? Because everybody wants to be referred to as this great mom. Well, great moms don't spend the majority of their time chasing men and not trying to keep their children in their care under the same roof. I mean, what is that about? Why? Because I just thought it was funny that she mentioned chasing men around the gym and chasing men around the apartment complex, because there was some talk about, Liv dealing with some guy in her apartment complex who was actually staying with another woman within the apartment complex. So yeah, it's not giving what it's supposed to give for anybody. They're all chasing dick, and they're all getting in repeatedly failed relationships. And the only thing that they get out of these relationships and this time with these men that they're chasing after is more children to take care of by themselves. Let's continue.
Okay, because linking up and hooking up is okay, right? But actually finding somebody to build with is a problem. And I think that that's not really the problem. I think the problem is that you're incapable of doing that. That's what I think the problem is. Hold on one second.
Interesting. She says she thinks the problem is that she's incapable of doing that. Let me look at these comments. She said, you're lying. I know who she is, and she really be going in hating. She said, you're lying about being married and so on. People are weird. I believe that Chrissy is lying as well. Like, who is this man that she is claiming is paying all of the bills, moved in with her and her 9 children, and he doesn't have any children? And it just all of a sudden magically happened, after she lost the baby with that guy. Wasn't she just on here not too long ago telling the people that she needed money for her electric bill? Wasn't she just complaining about when she was moving and she needed assistance from her brother and her mother, and she needed all of this help? Well, where the hell was that man at? Where is the man that you are married to today? Where was he at? But now all of a sudden he's around, and you're married, and it just happened that fast. Hold on. Sorry, let me just pause it really quickly. I find it really hard to believe that a man with no children, just hurried up and signed on the dotted line to be married to a woman with 9 children. And I'm not trying to say that women with children don't deserve love, because we all deserve to be loved. Here I am, a single mother myself of 4 children. I understand, girl, everybody wants love. But we're not going to be delusional about the situation. Chrissy has 9 children. She claims that this man doesn't have any, and that they got married. And he's signing up to deal with her and her 9 children and pay all of her bills. That's kind of hard to believe. Very hard to believe, in fact. But let's continue. What she got to say.
Kinsley was banging something. I was like, what are you doing? And her and Kimura are not getting along, but they have to clean their room. So it's like I'm mad, so I'm shuffling shit around. Like, girl, stop that. We're not doing that. Cut it out immediately. Okay. Anywho, as I was saying, I mind my business over here. I don't bother anybody. I live my life, and that's what it is. I have made numerous mistakes in my life, and I probably will make a few more before I get up out of here. Several years from now. Many years from now. Life is about mistakes, and life is about learning from your mistakes, and that's what I'm trying to do, which is why when someone who I feel was husband material, I was ready to be a wife. That's a different conversation.
Hold on. Let me just pause it. So when she found someone who was husband material, she was ready to be a wife. But what about the man prior to that? That not that long ago that you were pregnant with his child. You didn't think that he was husband material when you got knocked up with the baby that you lost? I mean, make it make sense. You keep laying down with these men and bringing them in your house and around your children. Okay. And you wasn't ready to marry any of the other ones. The problem is that they don't really want to marry you. They come around for the benefits. They're probably homeless. They need somewhere to go, and you're an easy target because you want love. And men prey on that. Men know that. That's what it is.
Who think that they're ready or not. That's why you're not wiped up. That's why you're not married. And that's why when you were only married for 5 minutes. And then you got dropped like a bad habit because you don't have the capabilities to be a wife yet. You're not there. Everybody's journey is different. Mine took me a long time too. I'm 34. I had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. I had to learn the hard.
And she kind of low-key really did Olivia in with that one, that she was married for 5 minutes, because she definitely was with Gerard for a way longer amount of time than she was actually married to him. And it doesn't appear that Olivia has the capabilities of being a wife. It's hard for her to maintain being a mother at times, so she kind of, there was heavy shade right there. But at the same time, Chrissy definitely is not any better. Because I'm going to just let her finish.
The hard way. I never want my girls to have to go through what I went through and learn the hard way. But I did. I was hard-headed. I didn't listen to.
So I'm going to pause it right there because she mentions her girl. She doesn't want them to go through what she went through and find out things the hard way. However, she continues to bring man after 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 man around the children. So what is that teaching your daughters? It's teaching them that it's okay for men to run through them. It's teaching them that it's okay for these men to run through them, impregnate them, and leave. And then once those men leave, you go out there and you find you another man that's going to run through you, get you pregnant, and then leave. And then you're left with the baggage and all of the children, and you have to be strong to maintain it all. That's what she showed her children all this time. Because she's talking about she's married to this man. It hasn't even been enough time since she's been speaking about the last man who got her pregnant to now her being married. And she has this man supposedly living with her children. What are you really showing your daughters? Like, you really don't have the ability to speak on certain things either. But let's continue.
Reason, which a lot of us don't. We don't listen to good reason. You You're looking for love in all the wrong places. And that's what apparently a lot of people are still doing. That's why when somebody else is happy or find happiness, they're mad. What are you mad for? I've been through my hurt. I have been married. I was married for 5 years. I think that's even longer than she was married for. I was married for 5 years and I got left pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I have been through a lot. I have been through so much. I have been through ups. I've been through downs. I've been in domestic violence, relationships. I've done it all. And you name it, I've been through it. So when you see me happy, shut the fuck up, pipe the fuck down, because bitch, I deserve to be happy. If I want to go and get married 15 more times, that's my business. But what I talk about over here, what I'm expressing over here, my journey that I'm sharing with my subscribers has nothing to do with anybody else and what they're doing. We're on two different life paths. You can't be mad because I'm on a different life path than you, and that's the shit that really makes me mad about people in general. It's like we are all doing things at a different pace, than others. I'm not going to be mad at this or that. And then let me just speak on this real quick because I'm already here and this is not going to happen again. Like I'm not doing a back and forth. So this will be the only time. But since I'm venting, let me go ahead and vent about this too. I had a miscarriage at the beginning of the year. That affected me a lot, right? That was something that I went through.
Hold on.
I went through that.
So what? So the miscarriage was at the beginning of the year. Okay. And now by the end of the year, there's another man in the picture. I think that is, that pretty much speaks for itself.
Through that, I got taunted online. I got called a liar. And then I got a whole bunch of ha, 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 ha's, for whatever reason, whatever the reasoning was for that, whatever. But that was not something to play with. I was depressed. I had a lot going on. This individual gets online and throws subs in.
You know what? Let me pause it right there because I would like to say Liv is very, 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 very hateful. But what she does not realize is that all the hate that she puts out in the universe manifests back into her own life. Like I remember when Chrissy had lost custody of one of her children, her son, and Liv made fun of that. She was ecstatic that she lost custody of one of her children. She talked about it, and threw that up in her face. And then she turned around and lost, custody of all three of her children. And since then, she's had other children that, other children. Since then, she had two more children. And she's going through this situation with CPS where people are still trying to have her children be taken away from her, whether it's the father, Zolo, or it's the people who are watching her who don't like the way she handles her children. I just feel like Liv needs to calm down and stop with all of the negative talk about others because somehow, some way, it always makes its way back to her. It always does. Like, look at what she did to Gerard. Constantly calling him a deadbeat, talking shit about the child support, throwing it up in his face. He ain't never going to get off, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. He was never going to get the kids from her. And then all of that turned around, and now she's on child support. And she's on child support that she can't afford to pay, and she has more children that she also still needs to provide for. So you got to provide over here and over there. You're being pulled all over the place. I really think she needs to stop with the negativity. Liv needs nothing else but positivity in her life. Like, seriously. I have never seen, like, she has literally lost it all. When you lose your kids, child, you lose it all. Like, that's it to a mother, and so I really think she should tread lightly about the things that she says, whether Chrissy got married or not, whether it's real or not, whether it's just for views and clicks or not. It really was nothing for Olivia to speak on because she's not any better. And she talks about men herself as well constantly when she has way more shit to worry about, like way more serious things to worry about. Like, for instance, CPS coming out every single day with new allegations and constantly being under observation. She has to worry about child support. Are they going to put a warrant out for her arrest or can't suspend her driver's license for being in building up arrears and not paying? Like, she literally has so much more shit to be concerned about outside of what another female is doing with her body and who she's in her house with and possibly married to. Let's continue.
I don't understand what somebody's loss or trauma, how that makes you happy. Like, I don't like you, you're not my friend, I would never wish well on you, but I would never wish something like the loss of a child or
Mm.
something on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's always that line that can't be crossed with me. And I feel like the who raised you hoes? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did we go wrong with some of these bitches? So I just
Child, Stella raised her, and Stella doesn't hold her accountable for anything, so she thinks that she can do no wrong. That's who raised her.
wanted to say that, like, I stay to myself. I don't bother nobody on this app. I don't bully anybody.
All right. So we have another ad. Yeah, at this point, I really just don't know what to say. It irritates me that Olivia feels the need. She speaks on people, but then when people say something about her situation, it's the end of the world. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. And I feel like these are two of the same type of people. Um, However, I don't ever see Chrissy come on here speaking about anything that anybody else has going on. So I can say that in regards to Chrissy, I don't know what's happening. My connection must not be connecting. Um, but yeah, I don't ever see her initiate or start or get feel the need to get on here and talk about somebody else's business and throw shots. But I'm gonna unmute it now and continue.
Different people will pick at me, but it's like this particular person, and she knows who she is. It's like, girl, every time I do something of any sort of significance to your life, it's a problem. When I said I wanted to have another child, she was like, oh, well, she wants to have more kids. If they want to have more kids, that's on them. Girl, you just had a baby, what, a fucking year ago by some random dude. You know what I'm saying? But according to her, she's lost a child before. So then you should know what it feels like to lose a child and to have that empty feeling. Now I'm good. I eventually one day, me and my husband, yes, bitch, I said my husband,
She
because
just
it
keep
is.
throwing this word around.
We might have a child, and I
Um,
already had said I want.
Here's the thing: it is definitely wrong, more than wrong, to speak on, make fun of, talk about a situation or anything where somebody has lost a child or a pregnancy, no matter how many children that they currently already have. When once people find out that they're pregnant and they are expecting and they are excited about this child, it is definitely a very, very painful feeling. I'm sure any woman who's been through that can understand. It's very painful to lose a child. And it really would, imagine somebody talking trash about that or having something to say about you losing a child that's not, uplifting kind words after going through that. What kind of, like, who would do that? Just like who would, make fun of somebody losing their children? These are matters that nobody, it's nothing to make fun of or to talk about because it can happen to anyone. But let's continue.
Said I wanted a child, so okay, maybe one day. But I have a daughter that's about to graduate high school. My focus right now is her. But that doesn't mean that one day I don't want to before I get too old. You know what I'm saying? But that's my choice. But it's gonna be with my husband. Now, God forbid something happen and we don't work out or something, which it's death to us part over here, bitch. But if it's something like that, then I'm not having any kids because I don't want to be a single mom anymore.
Girl, that's over with. You gonna be a single mom for
I mean,
life.
he's put me in a soft lifestyle that I don't want to give up. So if something happens, I'm not about to have no new babies. Oh no.
Let's just stop. He put her in a soft lifestyle. Yet this woman is preparing to create a wish list for her children for Christmas. She's already spoken on that. Yet this woman needed assistance with her light bill. Yet this woman needed assistance with moving into this house. Like, I'm not understanding. How could he have created such a soft life for you in just this short amount of time? And evidently he's not, because Chrissy, for a while, she was gone. She was off of YouTube. She wasn't really posting like that. Now she's posting to get her money up. That's what this is about. And that's what this potentially fake story is about. To get the more views, to get her money up, whatever. But he's creating this man, this imaginary man, I'm going to say, is creating a soft lifestyle for her. Well, if everything was so good and so great and so soft and so pleasant and so sweet and so just, he's paying all the bills, girl, I wouldn't even be on here addressing Olivia. I'd be making sure he had something to eat after coming in from work. Okay? Like, I just don't understand. It really is not giving what it's supposed to give. I don't believe that Chrissy is married. And if she is married, it's not to a man who's fully supporting her financially and giving her a soft lifestyle. Nobody who's signing up to be financially held accountable for all 9 of the children and her and all her bills. Who is this man? Like, seriously, how do you go from your last husband being DeMarcus, who was a bum, to now you got this man who's willing to take care of you, all 9 of your kids, and pay all your bills? And he didn't even have his own place. He moved into your place to pay your bills. Like, come on. You got to dress it up and make it real for me or something, because it's definitely not giving that that's what's going on right now. But let's go ahead.
Right. And there's a reason why my son wasn't born. As much as I wish that he was, there's a reason why he wasn't born. Because had he been born, I would have been a single mom with 10 kids. Do you understand that? Like, I would have been a single mother with 10 children.
Whether you're a single mother of 9 children or a single mother of 10 children, it really doesn't make a difference at this point, because you have an abundance of children. You have a surplus of children. You have more children than the normal single mother, I would say. Now, I've heard of single mothers having more than that, but that is just, completely ridiculously absurd. And I still feel the same way about 9 children. Like, okay, I understand having a lot of children, but you really got a lot of children. So if you were a single mother of 9 children versus 10 children, I really don't think it would have made a difference at this point. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. But let's go ahead.
I got 9 already, but I've been had 9. Okay. My 3 youngest, I had 6 kids when I met my ex-husband, had 3 kids while I was with him. And that, so that explains why I had the extra kids. But, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to continue to have kids and not be with someone, not have somebody to help me. So if I'm not going to have help, I'm not having any kids. And that's the logic I should have had years ago.
Yes, it is.
You don't have
definitely logic you should have had then.
Don't have any kids unless you are truly understanding what goes into that, because that is a lot. It's a hard job. It's a hard job now, and I have help. But I just don't appreciate people trying to tell me, and fuck people, this particular person who should not be talking. You shouldn't be talking about anybody's marriage, because yours couldn't last. It didn't last. Okay. Then went and found somebody else and married her. And you talk about him like he's a dog all the fucking time. It's been years at this point. He's been gone for years at this point. You've had 2 other kids. You still can't forget about him. You're still hurt about that. So why are we talking about me? You've got bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. You've got things going on, healing, that you're talking about healing. Baby girl, you're not, there's no way you're healed. The fuck?
Yes, Liv talks a lot about healing. She cannot be healed at all. The way she goes on and on and on about Jiraiya and about Nisha and about all of this drama that she has over there with her baby daddies, it's not a stable situation with none of them. Joey is the one that she speaks the highest about, and he is he's non-existent. He only exists in her delusional stories that she likes to tell, just to make it seem as though to everybody else that she has somebody, that somebody wants her still. But all the talk about Jiraiya and constantly ruminating and going back over, the things that have happened in the past and how Gerard got with Nisha and how they, they plotted to take her kids and all of that. Like, girl, that I don't even understand why she continues to conversate about that. Like, she's clearly not healed. It's going to take a while. And you know what? Let me be realistic. If I put myself in Olivia's shoes and I was with somebody for as long as she was with Gerard, okay, because I've experienced heartbreak before too. It is heartbreaking for a man to leave you and create another life that you wanted with him with another woman. Let's be honest, okay? And they're not just living a regular, having like a regular relationship or whatever. They're going on trips, they done took your kids. And Nisha's at the football games rooting for your children and your spot where you're supposed to be. It doesn't get any more heartbreaking than that, okay? And then you go and have more children by other men who are not around, trying to heal yourself by laying up under somebody else, but it didn't heal you. You just got more children. And it's just like constant pain. And then he went and married Nisha. It's, to be completely honest, I could understand Olivia taking a very long time to heal from that. But I wouldn't give them that and allow them to hear me or allow people to hear me speak about them constantly. You have to heal, by yourself. And you're not going to heal talking on the internet to people about it 24/7. These people on the internet can't help you. Like, seriously, go seek therapy. I have a therapist. It's okay. And I can understand her not being able to heal. That is a big wound to heal right there. If we're being honest, like, who is going to heal from that right away? You're going to be bitter for a while. You're going to be pissed off and bitter. But then at the same time, she should also be able to take accountability because she had some part in her losing her children as well. Had she did what she was supposed to be doing as a mother, they wouldn't have so easily given the children to Gerard. But that's also a hard pill to swallow as well. She's just not able to heal. And to be honest, I can understand it. But let's continue.
Talking about. So, but here, let me not put a timeline on anybody's healing because I don't know what the girl is. And I don't give a fuck.
I hope y'all can hear that music in my background.
Stay the fuck about my business. Okay? Because it's mine. Oh, my Disney that song. But stay on my business. It's my business. I can say,
oh gosh,
I can say husband a million motherfucking times. It shouldn't hurt your feelings. If you're on this personal journey to healing and happiness, why are you mad that I said husband? Why are you mad that I continuously say husband? Does it burn? Does it hurt? That means you're not done healing. You're still getting your shit together. That's why you won't have one. I just don't understand why it's a problem. But always said it takes two to make a baby and a village to raise them. It really does. It really does take a village to raise kids. It really does. And if you don't have like a solid village, don't have no kids. Don't. If you have to, the thing is like, I don't want to get this. Like, I wish happiness on everybody. Life is too short to be happy.
You know what?
But if all you can do is find things to be pissed at over here, bitch, something wrong with
and you. I'm going to pause it right there. So she said, basically, everybody deserves happiness. Okay, and you guys do. And so I hope that one day Chrissy Fine is, if she is in a marriage with a man who wants to take all that on and is going to love on her and love on those kids and pay all the bills, girl, more power to you and congratulations, because you definitely found somebody who is one in a billion. Okay. And that's great. It's somebody for everybody, okay? And I want Liv to be happy as well. I want her to be. I hope that she can be a better mother to her children, and I hope that she's able to heal from the trauma that she has, still in her heart from Gerard. And hopefully she can find somebody that can love her as well. Everybody. I wish happiness and success on everybody. So I can agree with Chrissy on that. However, I want these women to not center, their entire life over a man. A man should not be the end all be all to your happiness. Every time you come on here and make an announcement, it shouldn't be something about, oh, I found a man, oh, I'm married, or oh, I have a boyfriend, oh, I'm going on date night, oh, or I might be pregnant. Like it has to be more going on in your life than that. So I just hope and wish that these ladies would change that about themselves. But this is going to conclude basically my reaction to what Chrissy said. I really don't desire to react on the entire video. I feel like that's unnecessary. She said what she said, okay? And that's it. And that's all. But I just want to go ahead and thank you all for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what your thoughts are about these two girls going back and forth constantly down below. Like, let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.